this year through a combination of her old style and a new one. Doha made the enemy's lives a living nightmare, and if you're doing that on Sombra, you're playing her correctly. When looking into Symmetra, you kind of just have to go with the flow in terms of who had the greatest success on a specific strat, as she saw very rare use this year. And for me, that person's going to be Easy Han. Easy Han is probably the best example I can think of a Sim looking pretty strong on control maps. He played Sim a decent bit in the Philly series during the Countdown Cup, making it work not only on Oasis, but also on Nepal in that same game. He made a notable difference for the Valiant's ability to hold a point and play Rush effectively. And that one time playing Sim did give the Valiant 2 map-defining wins, which really is not something anybody else can say that played Sim. He got big value out of a pretty niche hero, so good on him. Speaking on those pesky one-trick heroes we all get annoyed by in our ranked games, we have Torbjorn. I wish I could say that people actually used him because he can be fun to watch, but seeing the dwarf was a pretty rare instance. But of the people who dared to touch him, Alpha Yi stands out the most for what it's worth. For a brief period in the kickoff clash, Alpha Yi would full send the Torb on Midtown defense. And genuinely, he didn't look half bad. He threw out a couple of solid holds on point A and even had a couple of frags. And what's cool is that his Torb win rate is like 50%. It actually resulted in a couple of map wins for the Spark. For a short time, he made the Torbjorn viable in a year where nobody else really cared for him. Enough about these irrelevant heroes that none of us care for. It's Tracer time. Given his carry antics on her throughout this entire year, I'd say that Proper locks this up by a small margin. His Tracer definitely was the most impactful in terms of making a difference for his team. The likes of Kevster and Prophet are very close behind, but when it's all said and done, it felt like Proper lifted his team up the most through the plays he made. And unlike a lot of these other guys, Proper didn't have that consistent second option lining up next to him. He arguably carried more and put up better stats with less help. The stats are just insane. To put it into perspective, Proper's teamfight win rate on Tracer led all DPS players at 53%. And keep in mind that
what does luxury mean to you? For Zafiro Hotels, it's all about special moments, not about possessions. This summer, enjoy them all here. In a place designed to experience the extraordinary, create memories to last a lifetime. The exclusive Zafiro Palace Hotels Collection.
That Tracer was played the most when teams like Seoul and the Gladiators were winning tournaments. Proper kept his team in contention always on the Tracer with some dominant showings. It's pretty hard to get deadlifts as a Tracer player, but Proper went out there and found a way to do it. In my opinion, no Tracer was stronger individually than Proper. Other guys maybe had slightly higher success rates on the year, but no individual could really match Proper. He did the most by himself while still managing to outpace the elite Tracers in better situations. Dude was an absolute monster. You get the point though, I'm a real sucker for Proper's Tracer. So let's get into the final DPS of the roster, aka Widowmaker. If there is one guy that I truly appreciated on Widow this year, it's MM3. He was so precise with his aim, you know? He was so deadly and so dangerous that teams were literally afraid of him. They would change the entire way they'd engage a fight because they were scared of getting picked off. And understandably so. He made even some of the most dangerous teams in the East become passive. And he was arguably the best Widow duelist in the league on top of it all. When you're fragging, completely shutting down the enemy snipers, and controlling the game through fear, you make yourself a really good case. Nobody, I mean absolutely nobody, could take over a game when hot on the Widowmaker better than MM3. Some players from APAC last year even publicly said that he is the best Widow. You have to be really, really insane to get other hit games to admit defeat and acknowledge you, so MM3 just has to win the best Widow. And that does it for DPS. Let's close it out with the supports. Let's talk about Ana. We saw a lot of skill with this hero. People like Shu, Twilight, Ultraviolet, Sin, and Iris were all models of consistency on her. In the end though, I lean more towards Fielder as the true king. as he has the right combination of high healing and setting up his teammates without sacrificing positioning. He doesn't take too many risks, and he keeps the mistakes to a minimum. With just over 5 deaths and 10k healing per 10, Fielder has the ideal balanced mindset while still helping to put his team in a better position to win through his own plays. His efficiency can only be matched by very few in this game. I absolutely love the way that Fielder plays on him. He prioritizes the team, but will carry when he has to if they see some sort of opening. Fielder has the ideal Ana playstyle, which is why I have to go with him. Speaking of ideal playstyles, we're on to Baptiste. It might be a new year, but Shu still comes out on top. Honorable mentions can go out to like Fielder, Violet, RuPaul, Crimzo, and Langdon. I think all of them are very respectable, but Shu went absolutely crazy. On one hand, his healing rates were definitely below average. On the other, he made up for it by essentially being a third DPS on a regular basis. For like a less than average amount of healing, Shu was a primary playmaker that put extra pressure on the enemy DPS. There's other people who did the damage too, of course, but the way they got it came in less impactful situations, I think. Shu was there for cleanup, but also soloing people himself, as he ranks number 1 in solo kills per 10. Shu is the guy whose map you always seem to remember based off of all the highlights. That's the difference between him and people who might have played the hero a bit longer. It might seem a little selfish to prioritize the damage over the heals, but that's what worked for the Gladiators. It's what they needed, and they won a ton of games from it. When push comes to shove, when things were coming down to the wire usually, somebody aside from the usual suspect just has to step up and make a move if you want to win, and Shu always seemed to be that guy. In a playmaking competition on Baptiste, Shu goes unmatched over the length of an entire game. Let's check out Brigitte now. I may have a bit of a hot take depending on who you're talking to here. My best break of 2022 is Skewed. The Glads were losers a lot of the time when Break was at her most popular. I get that. But Skewed might have been the biggest reason they weren't getting thrown out during the Summer Showdown in the first place. If anything, his excellence shining through when his team couldn't compete only gives him a better pace. It's hard to look good on a hero like Brigitte when your team is struggling. His statistics were still top tier across the board in spite of that though. Top on damage, lowest death rate, top 4 in healing, top 4 in heal-ins. In a bad situation where he was genuinely losing more than he won, he was still dominating. He just understands this hero. He knows how to be opportunistic without sacrificing positioning. He keeps that Inspire passive up consistently and the death rate to a minimum. Over a 50% win rate in spite of the Glad's horrible Summer Showdown is wild. Skew did more with way less ultimately. The winners at main support are the guys you usually pay attention to, right? It's just easier for them to stand out because they're not feeding and the team's not struggling. So the fact that Skewed was still a standout player is wild. Next, we get into some new territory. Kitty. We had just one meta to understand what goes into being great at this hero, but a lot of guys brought out the absolute best in her regardless. For a while, I was pretty torn between Fielder and Taylor, as they both have pretty desirable traits with drastically different styles. But ultimately, I prefer Taylor personally. I'm a big fan of supports who try to take charge themselves. He didn't heal nearly as much as somebody like Fielder, which can be a real turnoff for some, but the Spark still did make it work, did they not? And he was arguably more important to his team's success than Fielder with Dallas. You don't necessarily need to be heal-oriented if you play your cards right and you play intelligently, which is exactly what Taro did. He knew how to get the most out of her damage-wise, you know? His really aggro positioning showed how to stretch this hero to the absolute limit of her capabilities. You take these crazy angles and you use your mechanics and your cooldowns to try and completely throw an enemy team off guard. It led to the highest kill rate of any critical in the Overwatch game. And if you think he's playing recklessly or too selfishly, then think again. He was tied with Fielder for the lowest death rate in the league, showing that he knew exactly what he was doing. He was really effective at giving the Spark that extra man advantage in fights just because he was doing so much more than other supports that he was going up against. In my opinion, Terra was the best player mechanically, and he understood how to try and get the most out of this character and her potential. There's nothing wrong with focusing on heals, don't get me wrong, but the character can do so much more to me, and Terra is absolute proof of what you can do. Speaking speaking of fast-playing supports, Lucio is up next on the list. And while I really appreciate the efforts of people like Funny Astro, for example, I felt absolutely no pain whatsoever in selecting Chio as the league's best Lucio. In my opinion, Chio was the best combination of aggressive and intelligent. He came in and largely helped guide the pace of a Dallas team full of stars. But that's not all, right? He was known for making the most plays in the clutch compared to other Lucio players. Anytime he stepped up his game, it always resulted in some sort of big move, kill setup, or fight-altering sound barrier. And in a world where support just isn't what it used to be, it takes a lot of effort to make your presence this well known. Chio's Lucio was an underlooked actor.
Because of all the developing things, we're able to do what we do.
Aspect of what made Dallas so great. Somebody like Violet or Funny Astro were pretty aggressive and maybe did more healing, but Chio made more of his opportunities while making arguably more solo plays, staying alive longer, and doing a better job of guiding his team. Chio was top level in every single way, and I couldn't possibly think of a better person to select. Now to take care of a couple of, well, niche things. The first of which is Mercy. And for the sake of this hero being pretty irrelevant, let's just give it to Misha. Statistically, Misha was pretty solid across the board. He's not like Yveltal, or I guess I should say Xerneas levels of flashy, but he did manage to get the second highest win rate on the second highest playtime with multiple zero-death rounds for what it's worth. He played smart and out of trouble while boosting Jinmu with that blue beam so he could do his thing on fair effectively. Nobody else played Mercy this year, but she does always find some sort of way to be useful in Chengdu's times. Misha did what he was asked to do, and he stayed out of trouble while boosting his teammates. There's really not much else you can ask for. The second irrelevant hero to cover is Moira. A little playtime here and there during the early season is all we really got of her. And of those moments, I tend to think that Finn took advantage of it the most. He did an excellent job of keeping his teammates nice and healthy during some big control maps and got pretty good use of that coalescence. Also, his stats were pretty good, so why not? He led the league in healing and damage per 10 with the lowest death rate amongst anyone with at least an hour of playtime on him. He was efficient by every metric in the book and has the clutch boost to back it up. But who really cares? It's Moira for crying out loud. I'd much rather talk about our final hero of this video, aka Zenyatta. A bunch of guys played this hero the exact way you prefer, but man, Izayaki absolutely stands above the rest of the pack. Izzy had the best stats in the league by far in my eyes, and was often a solo carry for a Dragons team in a year where they didn't have a clear number 2 option. When Zenyatta was viable, Izayaki became that guy, which is impressive when considering how much more important DPS and tank were this season. Other great Zens like Finn and Violet were mostly standouts on the double flexible bunker pub, and were kind of just doing enough at times. But Izayaki often felt like he was going above and beyond. Izzy was doing it in pretty much every meta you can think of, while continuously being more bloodthirsty than the rest of his competition. His first pick rate was one of the best in the entire league, and his team was winning about 80% of the time off of Zen picks. He gave the Dragons a lot of life during the mid and late season when Zen was at his most playable, and he did so on a measly 5 deaths per 10, which is pretty good for Zenyatta. His play was so widely recognized by the Overwatch League on Zen that he even won a Roll Star for it. So for all that, I feel pretty comfortable giving the title of #1 Zen to Izayaki. And, well, that's pretty much it. There you go. That's my best player on every hero in Overwatch League Season 5. That was a lot. Congrats if you made it to the end of this video. If you're still watching right now, you're the real one. But regardless, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, it would mean so much to me if you could hit that like button. Let's try and boost that algorithm so we can get lots of people to watch this. Let's get the word out. And if this is your first time watching around here, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, as I make Overwatch League content just like this every single week. And as always, thank you all so much for your love and support on this video. They always do so well, and I really appreciate it. And until next time, this is ATP, signing out. Peace.
Aveva imparato la sua forma fisica nel pre-show this price range. We got all 90s 2 years in a row. It's not on the market. What else we got here? We got the silvers. The best part about Royal OG is always checking the market. Always got to see what's going on in the market. Alright, let's go like 10K, right? So it goes out, right? It's a bunch of imp ones, chat. What is this? They're stuck it on the market. Somebody's listing all these. This is a trader, chat. Some trader bought fodder. He's listing his fodder. Dude, I don't think there's any icons, man. Nah, no icons. What colors did we not have this year? Numbers up. Numbers up. I don't think we had foot captains this year, right? Oh my god, man. Fire and ice. Fire and ice condom promo, dude. What a promo. Headliners, I don't think we had this year, right? Record breakers, we did not have this year. These are premium hoodies. These are wild cards. I think the rest of these we had, right? Yeah, what the f are these promos? So I'm saying Trophy Titans was the new captains. I'm in Div 6, bro. I have a draft right now. What's my draft saying? Oh, of course my draft has Dino. Livery. I was just talking about that card recently. Martial. Wait, so is Foot Champs Callings open? Yeah, that's from like Future Stars video I did a little while back. Is this open? This is my team right now. You have a tradable Ronaldo on your FIFA 22 transfer list. Yo, Chatty, want to list it? Want me to try to snipe it right now? Quick though, Chatty, quick. You gotta go quick, bro, because these rats are f***ing. It's the SBC for Ibra, bro. Yeah, we have Militao red, 281. Maqueta. The Vieira merchant, bro. How much was this card, chat, at the end of the game? Like 1.5, right? Or 2 or something? It wasn't crazy. This Pele was insane last year. Dina Tale off the bench, babies. Grabbing place with 5-star skills. Coman. This Pogba was sick. This Pogba was actually so good. This card was him. That Chiellini was him. Whoa, what is that? Howland, by the way. 5-star weak, but 98 rated. Oh, crazy pace and shooting. Is this not even my main team? This is just my Brazilian team, bro. Is my main team ball roll scoop? Nah, 3.5-star rating. What's actually my main team, bro? You think it's this one, chat? Nah, man, that's not my team. It's probably this one. No, that's Serie A. Oh, that was for the Serie A Cup. That was for the Serie A Cup. I totally remember that. The Serie A Cup. Yo, this card was so elite. Watch our week with Foot, Fantasy, Karasic, and Perkin Qatari. This game was so much more defensive. Man, look at my return with Nicky, bro. 263. But I think we lost a lot of cups, right? Yeah, what's my team right now? Wait, why am I seeing a 3-5-2 here? What's going on with that? Oh, this is when I went on FIFA 22 to practice with FIFA 23. And I used the gold team to use speed. Remember that, chat? Oh, Ginola! Air Ginola! Left-footed, chat. So we gotta use Ronaldo, right? Ooh, it was 7th emerald! This is so weird. I don't know how to use this. It's so weird. What formation was that? Direct passing, right. Nah, I had Pele as the CM, dude. Prime left back. Do I have somebody? Ooh. Nah, EA Help gave me this card, chat. They gave me prime Roberto Carlos. Yeah, dude, remember? I got hacked and then they gave me that card. Damn, bro. Level was actually a 99, bro. That's crazy. I think I do definitely have Ben Yedder. Oh, this Bale, man! This Bale was crazy! Oh, this card was so good. Ebola 98, bro. What are these cards at the end of the year? Surely these were August cards, bro. 98 potent 5-star skills. Holy crap, man. Premium footies, 5-star, 5-star, Gucci.
These outdated holding cash flow hostage or causing needless frustration.
Look at that Alvarez, bro. What? What on earth is that card? 5-star skills? 4-star weak foot, 99 everything. Did I even use this card? Team of the season, Messi. Nah, I remember I packed Team of the Year Ronaldo in the summer. Rashford, shapeshifters. Oh, bro, these cards are insane. Son, my club is crazy for the end last year. That Royce was really good. I didn't do Ben Yedder on this account. I had his team of the season, though. Oh, player of the month, Mbappe. Remember this card, Rodrigo. By the way, that's the only player in my club with a positive goal-to-game ratio. My idol, Ronaldo. What birthday? Ramos. Oh, did Ronaldo have a positive? Oh. Callian Beghorst. This card. Yo, I'm sorry, Chad. This card, man. What birthday? Tammy. Yeah, Verratti as well. This card. Yo, I'm sorry, Chad. Yes, we're going to be doing a FIFA 22 today, everybody. 125K. Red McLean, that was a good SPC. Flashback Neymar, dude. Wow. Flashback Benzema. Man, that Benzema was a problem. Nah, Inception loved that Benzema. 99 Salah. Oh my god, I actually forgot about that Mendy and that Varane, bro. Wow. This guy has a ratty team, dude. That Mendy had 30,000 dislikes on Footbin. 30,000, bro. What year did he pack moments or 9? FIFA 21, I packed him like 3 times in the last week. I'm confused. Can you play Quick Camps? It says that nobody's here. I'm really confused. Can you search? Nah, you can't. It's closed. Jesus out? Who do you want to put in for Jesus, Chad? What's up? How about Ginola? Come on, Chad. Let's use Air Ginola. Nah, let's try Alvarez. Let's try Alvarez. That Alvarez looks insane, man. I never even tried him. Let's put Gucci on the bench. Yo, OW2.
That's the team you want to use?
Yeah, why do you keep saying that, man?
Are you sure?
Yeah, just saying it, but I'm ready to go. Hold on, this guy has 8510, Chad. Alright, this guy has 8510. There's nothing in packs. This is gonna be so interesting.
Yeah, no. Lutra?
Oh my god, what did I just do, man? What did I just do? I just want to have the button on the freaking R2 still there, but he's got a walkout. Lewandowski. Bayern Lewandowski, 92. Show me the money. The FIFA 23 Lewandowski on his walkout for booty dancing. This year. Not some. Oh! Mbappe! Oh my god, Mbappe, bro! Holy crap, you backed Mbappe! Oh, Mbappe's still a W. The FIFA 23. The FIFA D2. How much was Mbappe at the end of the year? I remember buying him on the Rats for like 200K, I think. Mbappe. That's actually crazy, bro. FIFA 22. Let's see. What was he in the last week of FIFA? He was actually 42K, Chad. He was fodder. That's actually a crazy 8510, though. But, to be honest, those specials. Alright, so ready? So ready for the drop back?
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm ready. I can't remember, so now I can't take off the change shot.
Things like what was good in this game?
Shot cancel.
Shot cancel. Oh my god, the shot cancel was crazy. Codex is ass at this game. Codex, I'm 4-0 against you, bro. Did you see that?
Don't worry about that.
It says I'm 4-0 against you, man.
I think we were trying to boost, maybe. We were trying to play for a video. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Alright, let me know if that one works.
Now my game's frozen.
Really?
Nah, EA's selling.
It's actually frozen?
Yeah.
Didn't they just shut down all the servers on the old games, chat? Oral scoops are crazy on this game.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Bro, I want to play, chat. Oh, I got a game. Book match. 22 ping as well. Wait, who is this? Holy. You see the team?
Good luck.
Oh my god, that team. Look at that ball scoop, dude. Nah, step over sucked. Chat, watch this. That was it. Nah, that was what was the thing last year. That was it. This guy's doing elasticals, man. Very serious player. I can't take the ball from him, bro. Let's walk. He's trying to L1 heel to heel. Yo, who is this sweat, man? Nah, it's a goal. Who's this sweat? Bro, can't cancel. Dude, this feels so weird. Ronaldo. Alvarez. Overcooked. Alvarez, man, how did you just miss that? Oh, I had a pass too. Overcooked. But how did he miss that, man, in the end? Oh, dude, the Rabonas were crazy in this game. There's a FIFA EA 24 beta. You could actually clickbait it so badly with retro FIFAs. Like, say this is a beta. Nah. I am actually trash at this game. Nah, don't worry, man. Varane is here. Don't worry. 99 Varane. Don't worry. Cafu easy. That was almost cold from him. No, what? Yes, please.
I've got to have that. Hold on, I've got to have that.
Professional running shoe rotation with the latest releases at Pro Direct. From a casual 5K to tearing up the track or an off-road ultra marathon, we've got you covered. We are Pro Direct. We are running. We are sport.
Hope, man! Chat, I literally suck at this game, bro. No wonder all my goal returns are like freaking negative, man. How do you score when you have Pope in the net? It's a crazy battle of mid. L, man, how is it 0-0? L, it's 0-0, chat. This is a mid off. What's 0 XG? Nah, I don't have 0 XG. Maybe my phone. My phone's too busy doing elasticals right now. I'm not putting in Dino, bro, because that's your own, like, thing, chat. If I put in Dino and I score, then you guys are not gonna shut up, dude. Idle. You hear it? Ronaldo just took the ball from Messi. You're making subs, bro. Guys, I don't have Dino. What do I do? Pogba, 5-5 Pogba. Bro, I red timed it. I thought he was going to do a scorpion. Oh my god. Ronaldo, man. Dude.
My 5-month-old son is a huge Nick fan.
Go.
Greetings from Hungary.
Shot cancel. Shot cancel. Shot cancel. He's doing the FIFA 23 kickoff. Yeah, this is FIFA 22. Guys, are you impressed with my performance? What do you think? You won the battle of mid. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Guys, now I'm going to list Ronaldo on the market for a profit. Got me the win, and now it's time to take the profit. What price, guys? Wait, why not, chat? Why not? He is your idol. Yes, but now it's time to take some profit. And guys, that right there is how you make 3 million points.
With the 41st pick
Very
in the
simple,
2000.
actually. I just choose not to trade recently, but it's very easy. Ronaldo has 3.45 million points for the profit. So that's going to be it for FIFA 22 today. Yes, we're going to be doing a